Starmer tries to defend Blair. What a surprise! Starmer's puppet master Tony Blair has had him out on the media trying to defend him and trying to get Blair a job on this so-called board that's going to watch over and manage Gaza. This all comes, of course, as Hamas are refusing to disarm. I feel like I'm going crazy in this world sometimes. Watch this clip first.
Dr. Bassem Naim said Blair's not welcome in any post-war role. He said Palestinians, Arabs and Muslims have bad memories of Tony Blair. Remember his role in causing millions of deaths, his words, in Iran, Afghanistan. You didn't put forward Tony Blair for the Peace Board. What's your view?
Well, I think the makeup of the Peace Board is still being discussed. For my part, I have to say, I'm much more interested in the practical steps.
I've heard you say that, but what's your view of Tony Blair sitting on the board?
Well, look, I mean, that's for others to decide. Tony Blair was a great leader of our country and would make a huge contribution. But I'm not focused on which particular people should sit on which particular board. I'm focused on what do we need to do tomorrow, and I mean tomorrow, to make sure this is implemented.
Would you put yourself forward, or
is it just me that thinks this is bollocks? This board that's going to govern Gaza? Hamas are refusing to disarm. They are going nowhere. It'll be just like the Taliban taking over Afghanistan again like they did, and the people of Gaza will be back under Hamas. Whether you like it or not, whether you support Gaza or not, I couldn't give a toss, but the Palestinian people actually want Hamas. That's the kind of people that live there. Not all, but a majority. Blair was a great leader. You know what? I know I've said this before. I actually don't blame Hamas, and I don't blame any of the leaders of the Middle East who are coming forward and saying keep that tosser away from the Middle East, because every time he goes near it, bombs get dropped, people die, 1 million Iraqi lives in that war. For what? Fake weapons of mass destruction that they never had, that Saddam Hussein never had, which then caused the rise of people like ISIS, because there was no one like a Saddam Hussein to keep them in check. Again, I'm not praising Saddam Hussein, but having despots around there, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, all the rest, people that the West have taken out because they didn't like them, Bashar al-Assad included in Syria, has just created more and more problems, more and more wars, more and more slaughter. The very last thing the Middle East needs is people like Starmer and Blair sticking their noses in. Let me tell you now, Starmer would love to take this country to war. He'd already talked about putting troops in Ukraine, talking about putting Britain on a war footing because he thought it would increase his popularity ratings in the polls, when it had the opposite effect. In short, he's a prick. Let me tell you now, he would have sacrificed your children, your grandchildren, your husbands, whatever it may be, to send them to the front lines to try and save his own political career, because that's the kind of thing that he is.